what we're doing today, guys, we're going to show you how to bleed and do the clutch slave cylinder on the 996. Now, we'll put a link below. We just made a video on the AutoZone slave cylinder. It was a struggle getting it. It was over the holidays. I was trying not to have to wait 2 weeks to get it from where I usually get it from. And they ordered the wrong one. Went back 3 days later. They handed me this one. We put it in, and now it's already broken. So we did order the Saks one. Should have known, right? Should have known. But I thought a slave cylinder was good enough. We get by with using a cheaper one locally. I was wrong. So let me show you what it's doing. We're going to show you how we bleed this thing. There's only one way you can really do it. And this should make you guys have a real easy time when you have to do it yourself.
Okay, so you can see like catches, like what's the deal? And it's stuck to the floor. And it's bled right. We're going to show you now how we bled it and what to do. And hopefully this will help a lot of you guys out. So 911s are set up with the clutch fluid and the brake fluid are all the same. The clutch pulls fluid from the top of this reservoir. So if your clutch cylinder blows out, it won't drain all the fluid. You still got brakes. The brake fluid pulls from the bottom. Okay? That all being said, when you bleed this needs to be really full or it's going to suck air and cause a problem. Now, on this car, you can't really bleed this the old manual way. Maybe you might be able to get it close, but you're not going to get all the air out. You'll need something like this. And you can also bleed the brakes with this. A company sent me this like 3 or 4 years ago. We never even used it. But when they sent it to me, they never even gave me the name of the company or nothing. It just showed up one day. And I never heard a word back, couldn't figure out anything. But thank you, whoever that was. The way this thing operates, there's a lid here. You can put brake fluid in the container. You can see it's up to the line right here. When you put some more in it, it has a gauge. You want to pump up with a pump to like 10 to 15 foot pounds or inch pounds, PSI. You fill this up. You never want to get this down too low or you're going to push air into your reservoir there. So anyhow, you screw this on there, you pump it up, 10, 15 PSI. That puts a constant pressure of fluid on the system. Now, if you want to bleed your clutch, bleed your brakes, whatever you're going to bleed, you can essentially just go in there, crack the bleeder on whatever it is, it'll just keep forcing fluid through until you get all the air out. If you have enough fluid in there, you could do it all in one go without having to do anything else. Nobody has to be pumping the pedal. Nobody has to be doing anything. Once you crack the bleeder, it'll shoot so much air out, and then the solid fluid, you know you have it all out. Without that tool, you cannot do that. I'll see if I can find a link and put in the description. Like I said, I don't know. I think they're 30, 40 bucks for one of those. If you're by yourself, especially trying to do brakes, you must have. That's a must-have. We have a little hand squeeze bleeder that works on some stuff. This also, if you turn the key on and the ABS pump has power, you can also push fluid through the ABS pump too, right? So there is that. Let's lift it up all the way. We're going to show you all about the slave cylinder right now. Okay, so up here is the slave cylinder. We're on the driver's side of the car. All the way up here is coiled up on the very top. So it is a real SOB to get off of there. So there is that. So we got to change that back out. There's a bleeder on the side. Right there. You see the shiny bleeder? That's where you have to bleed it at. That line goes all the way back to the clutch pedal. Then it has a master cylinder type deal on the pedal. That has a slave cylinder on the back. And that's where we're at with this thing. Change that again. But that's how you bleed it with the pressure pot, a lot of people call it. If you don't have that, it's a really tough situation. So as I was talking about in the video yesterday on the BMW channel, you cannot trust these AutoZone parts even for 5 minutes. It literally made it one day and it's already failed. It's already rolled the seal over. And it's just, you cannot trust that. Same way with alternators, starters, any of the other stuff. You just cannot put that on your car, especially on cars like this that are very hard to change the starter on or the alternator, like the Cayman and things like that.
it's always Chinese remanufactured stuff. It says it's Bosch, but it's not Bosch. So don't fall for it. Also beware of eBay, beware of anywhere, whether it's anything from spark plugs to alternators to starters to clutch slave cylinders to clutch master cylinders. We are in an epidemic of Chinese parts. They will not work. So we did order the Sachs brand. We should have done it in the beginning. I was trying to save time. It just did not happen, right? But this car is nearly done. We're waiting on one more hose. We can put coolant in it. We've already driven in and out of the shop a couple times, run it just for 20, 30 seconds and turn it off. It starts right every time. The timing's right on the money. Everything's correct. I cannot wait to drive this car and actually make some video of it. And we do want to race this against the Cayman. So we're going to try to settle that up with 360 cam with all our other stuff. And it should be some really cool videos coming up. That's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.